Yeah, yeah, I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's, you know. Said I'm living my best life. Said I'm living my best life.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Random Opinions, Reaction, and Reviews. If you don't know who I am by now, you gotta get with the program. Today I'm coming to do a review on the episode that aired today on General Hospital. Today's date is August 14th, so let's go ahead and get into this. We start off with scenes between Jason and Sam. And you guys, did you notice they had on a different attire? Like, I swear I was watching General Hospital with my mom, and she's like, who is that? And I was like, Mom, it's Jason and Sam. She's like, dang, you almost don't recognize them with the different clothes they have on. So I guess they're coming from an ELQ versus Corinthos Coffee softball game. By the way, before I get into that any deeper, I'm loving the whole park scenery, the day, the grass, like the whole softball thing. Yes, love it, love it, love it. So I guess Corinthos Coffee won. Jason and Sam, they're talking. They're loving each other. They're having fun. Sam even says that Jason, like, she wonders why Jason didn't let Michael win. And Jason's like, well, it's no fun if you let somebody win. Plus, Michael wasn't even worried about the game. He was worried about Sasha. They get the kissing and stuff, and they're about to go upstairs, do what couples do. And then Robert knocks on the door. And Robert fills them in. Like, he came because Sam left the hospital before she gave her statement to him. So he gets her statement, and then he fills her in on what's happening with Shiloh.
Shiloh has been arrested, blah, 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 blah. They find out about Cameron, and, you know.
Whatever. We have scenes today with Peter, Maxie, Lulu, Liesel. They're all getting ready for a softball game. The Invaders versus Aurora. They're waiting for Jax to get there. Jax is somewhere conversating with Hayden, and Hayden is like, hey, we need to jump on this, get what we need to get, while Valentine and Nina are both distracted. Freaking Jax, he doesn't want to take advantage of Nina's grief. And she's like, you know what? Look, Jax, Sasha's here because of the flu. Like, and Jax is like, look, I'm not finna do it. We have a softball game today. You got to be there for your team. And Hayden is like, look, it seems like these days I'm the one that's going hard in the paint for our little job to get done. You're worried about some doggone softball game, but I'll never let my company down. I've already hired somebody. And the person she hires is Brody. Brody for One Life to Live, you guys. Brody. Anyway, he goes by Dustin on General Hospital. Jax heads to the game. Liesel is smitten by him, you guys. She's twirling her little hair. She's like, ooh, Jax. They're like, okay, according to the company's rules, section says that you can't play in this game unless you're working for somebody. So Jax is like, Dustin, you're hired today to play so you can play in this softball game. So he got hired on the spot to be Aurora's main driver or something like that. Lulu, at first, she didn't want to play in the game. She's, you know, sad, moping around, don't want to do anything, you know, still grieving her marriage or whatnot. Her failed marriage is what I'm going to call it, because Dante is still nowhere in sight. And Brody comes in, he's like, at first I was going to turn the person down. I was going to say, no, find somebody else to play this game. But then I heard that the Invaders were going to be the ones playing today's game. And I was like, hey, I got to jump on this to pretty much eat Lulu up. So it was all games competition, baby. So she was like, oh, yeah, I'm accepting this challenge. Give me a bat. You know. It was good to see her happy. It seems like Dustin and her have some chemistry, so it would be exciting to see where they go from here. I'm excited. Like, if we get to see more of Brody, I'm here for it. So Aurora won, and you hear, I can't really say it. Aurora. Anyway, they won the softball game, but it was really because Liesel cheated to impress Jax. And yeah, so Dustin, he's cracking these little corny jokes, you know, getting Lulu to giggle and laugh. And then while she's going to get drinks, he puts his freaking phone number in her phone. And Maxie standoffing like, okay. You know what? She's not going to try to stop Lulu's happiness. At this point, Dustin is the only thing that's putting a smile on Lulu's face other than her kids. So why not? Do not interfere. She, you know, she stood back. She let them flirt, talk, do whatever. So that was kind of cool. Then Liesel's too busy trying to freaking impress Jax, so she leaves to go to, I guess, Windermere, so she can freshen up and not look like she just been beat upside the head with a bat, you know? Meanwhile, we have Hayden breaking into Windermere. She goes into, I guess, Helena's office or something like that. She's looking for something. They haven't revealed what that something is. So I'm like, I could have did without these scenes today. And y'all know I love my girl Hayden. But I need her to get back with Finn. Like, I need storylines to move with her and Finn. We need to find out where this doggone baby at. I don't care about what her and Jax got going on. That's just me being truthful. I didn't care for this scene today. Anyway, she's snooping around, then Liesel walks up. We have scenes today with Lucas walking into Charlie's. He sees a for sale sign, so he's like, Dad, what's going on? You leaving me? And Kim and Julian both tell him, yeah, we're moving to Manhattan. It just seemed like a good time to move. There's a lot of opportunities in Manhattan. Just BSing him pretty much. Julian gets a call from Lucy Coe, so he walks away to answer the call, and that leaves time for Kim and Lucas to talk. And Kim is like, look, Lucas, I know that your dad is going to be leaving, and I know he's leaving because of me. So you just say the word. If you want your dad here, I will tell him that I can do this I have to do this on my own. And Lucas supports her, like, you know what, my dad, he's in love with you clearly. You've made him a better person. You're not going to break his heart, you know. If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. I'm not going to stop him. So then Kim leaves. That leaves time for Lucas and Julian to talk. And Lucas is like, you know what? It seemed like Kim was going to go and leave Port Charles with or without you. So I kind of wonder why you're ready to drop everything and leave for her. Also, he wants to reassure his dad, if you're leaving because I've made you feel unwelcome in any way, there's no reason to do that, because I want you in my family's life. I want you to watch Wiley grow up. I want you to be around me and my husband. I want us to be a family. And then they hug. They getting all teary-eyed and stuff. Julian gonna say, ooh, like, are they cutting up onions back there? Because they sitting there having their little crying moment. It was cute. Whatever. I'm a sucker for love. What can I say? So that was a good... I'm glad to see that Lucas is being the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lucas is not like Sam in so many ways. Like, he is much more forgiving than Sam. Sam can forgive Jason for anything that he does, but you mean to tell me she can't forgive her own father for the mistakes that he's made? Like... I get that some of y'all don't like Julian. I like Julian. I like him. I'm glad that he's going to be staying. You know, in the words of Chelsea, the psychic, he's staying. So I'm here for it. I can't wait to see where the writers go from here on out with him. I'm wishing that they give him his own storyline instead of having him play a supporting role. Like, he needs to be a forefront of his own storyline. Give us something interesting. Let's get to the main event, you guys. Franco, Liz, and Drew. Liz is too busy trying to explain to Franco he is not Drew. And she is telling him, showing him pictures, showing him his hospital badge ID, everything. Telling him about their wedding, showing rings, everything. And Franco is like, you know what? Okay. He learns that it's not 2012, it's 2019. So he's like, okay, where have the other 7 years of my life gone? And how come if I'm not Drew, you don't have my face or Drew's old face? You know, and he's asking Drew this, and Drew is like, look, I had this accident that happened to me, and blah, 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 blah. They're explaining a bunch of things to him. And I believe in his head, he believes he's Drew. But I think that he kind of knows they're not BSing him. But at the same time, he's like, if all of this is true, then there's a possibility that I can never get my memories back. And Liz is holding out hope. Like, we can do this. We can find a doctor that can reverse this. He's like, look, I don't believe you. He asks them to step out of the room because he deals better alone with himself. Gives him some time to think, to breathe. And so they step out of the room even though Elizabeth didn't want to. And he starts putting on his clothes to get the hell out of Dodge. He was ready to go. And then Liz comes back in and she's trying to stop him. Like, hey, you know, we have our boys. Like, there's too much for you to just up and leave us. Like, you said that you were going to be here for us. You can't leave. And he's like, you can't make that decision for me. I don't know who you are, ma'am. And Drew steps in front of him like, hey, and he starts to explain things. And Franco don't want to hear that. Or Drew 2012, he don't want to hear that. He's like, look here, dude, get out my way. He just told him to get out his way. And Drew was like, okay, and moved over. I wonder if Franco has gained Drew's ability to fight and to put people to sleep and use lethal force with his hands. I wonder that. You know what I'm saying? Would be interesting to see, because when Drew had Jason's memories, he could do all of that. But that's because he was equipped and trained to do so. But I wonder if Franco could do the same thing, you know? Would be interesting to know. He walks out. He's pressing to get on the elevator, and then freaking Kim shows up, and he notices her right off the back like that. She didn't know because she's too busy looking at her phone. She didn't notice Franco. She don't care. And he is smitten by her. You can see the love in his eyes. Like, you know, and he goes up to her like, what are you doing here? And she starts to talk to him as if he's Franco, but then he starts spitting game like, yeah, remember this? They walking down memory lane. Like, remember when I told you this? Remember when I sung this song for you? And she's like, what is going on? Like, she's a little weirded out. He plants a kiss on her. Now, meanwhile, Elizabeth was freaking out because she didn't want to let Franco go. But Drew told her, look, he's going to come back to you. Just give him some time. Like, you know, I know him because he's me. He can remember. And with all that love that you just gave to him and you had in your voice, he will come back to you. So they go to find him, you guys, and they see him planted a kiss on freaking Kim. And it looked like Kim was kissing him back, you guys. Like, she was lost. Like, he started to tell her everything she wanted to ever hear from Drew. Like, yeah, you don't fall in love with a person's face. You fall in love with the person for who they are on the inside. And if Franco really believes that he's Drew, he's going to act and carry himself as Drew. And that could probably be the main person freaking Kim falls for. It's weird. Like, the writers, Did y'all notice that when Franco was waiting to get on the elevator, he was standing just like Billy Miller? I thought that was so funny. Like, oh my God, it was funny. I don't know if the writers had him do that, like, or what, if that was just Roger Howard's idea, but it was funny. I'm like, oh, I caught that. I see what you did. I'm excited. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go from here. So I do have a few questions that I want you guys to answer in the comments below. First question, do you think that Lucas will hate Julian once he finds out his part in the Jonah mix-up? I need to know. Where will Kim and Drew go from here? That's what I want to know. With Franco having Drew's memories, like, what's going to happen? Is Kim going to fall for Franco? Or is that going to make her fall more in love with Billy Miller's Drew? Like, I gotta know. Did you guys like the new look that J. Sam had going on with the whole softball uniforms? I thought that was pretty cool. They looked nice. Do y'all think that Liesl will snitch on Hayden? I want to know. No, because if Hayden gives her a good bargaining, she don't even, freaking Liesl don't even like Valentine like that. So if Hayden can offer her something good, Liesl ain't gonna tell. Do you guys think that Kim kissed Franco back? Let me know in the comments below. You guys don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if I missed anything. And let me know if you agree or disagree with anything that I said. I am here for it. I will see you guys later. Bye.
I finally made my mind, know that I can't go back broke. They saying that my time up, my back against the ropes. I hustle, got my grind, know that